All right, you guys, how are you doing? This is Jade Hooper, your Diamond Leader, and I want to talk today about time efficiency. When you guys first got added into our Push to August chat, I asked on there, what are the things that hold you back? And the two top things were self-confidence and time management. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk with you guys about something that I'm gonna kind of tell you like how to run your life. Basically, the things that I do that help me run my life more efficiently. And that's kind of what I figured out was my main problem. So I had three kids. Everything was a mess. My house was a mess. My business was a mess. My life was a mess. Nothing was getting done. Everything was absolutely half-assed. If you're understanding what I'm talking about, say I. We all have been there, okay? And so there's certain things that I did that I implemented into my life that literally completely changed the game for me. And when I tell you guys what this stuff is, you might laugh, but I promise you these are the things that completely change the game, okay? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to get a notebook, get a piece of paper, and I want you to make a list of things that you do every single day in your life. Okay. What are the things that you have to do every single day? Okay. Pick out the kids' clothes, cook breakfast, pack backpacks, sweep your kitchen in the morning. Um, do you have to scoop cat litter, feed animals? What else? And then you have to, go get groceries. Maybe like pay bills, cook dinner, dishes, clean up after dinner. Do you see what I'm saying? Anything like that, okay? Then this is what I did because this is what I realized. This was my life. Here's the craziness of all the things that are happening at all times. And I want to work my business. But how do I work my business when I'm stressed out because I'm fighting with my kids over getting their clothes together? I'm running around as soon as all the kids get home. I'm cooking dinner. I'm making a big mess. I'm trying to get their homework done. I'm trying to clean up. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. Everything in my life was like, I am trying to do. I am trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. And like nothing's getting done and everything's a mess and I'm a mess and I feel spread thin. So we want to take you from feeling spread thin to empowering yourself, okay? I shit you not. These things changed the game for me because what I did was I learned a few things. What on this list could I kind of like prepping your content? What on this list could I like show up for myself in advance to take stress off of my shoulders and also do things in advance to where I'm actually opening up time in the future? Okay. So the first thing, let's talk about picking out clothes for my kids. If every single morning you're waking up and you are fighting with your kids about picking out clothes, or it takes you an extra 20 minutes in the morning to pick out clothes with your kids for the day, what if on Sunday night you picked out every single day of the week's clothes and you have it all laid out? You just opened up and I'm going to tell you guys something. When you do this all in one day, it would probably take you 20 minutes on Sunday, but now you just opened up 20 minutes Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning. You just opened up all this time because of what you did one day, and it took you the same amount of time to do it the one day. It's crazy. Okay? Um Breakfast and cooking dinner. I want to tell you guys something. Meal prepping saved my life. I always thought that meal prepping was for people who worked out. I was like, I need to. That's on my list of things. But with my crazy life, I don't even have an extra 30 to 45 minutes to work out, right? So I'm trying to show up for myself in advance to, what did I say? Take stress off of my shoulders, but also open up time in the future. Meal prepping, especially with Chat GPT. Now, and honestly, like TikTok recipes, most incredible thing, okay? On Sunday, I go and I will make a week's worth of dinner for my family on Sunday. It takes me an hour and a half to cook meals for my whole entire family for the week on Sunday. It takes only an hour and a half. I honestly think it takes me an hour and a half to do it at least like per day. So, an hour and a half one day, and I'm cooking multiple things at the same time. I just want you to know. Like, I've got stuff in the oven, I've got stuff in two pans going. I worked at a restaurant when I was a kid growing up. So, like, I know how to go in there multitask. And then I have meal prep containers. I divvy everything out, separate it. I got the sides. I use like microwavable bags of, what is it called? Like vegetables and stuff like that, frozen vegetables, broccoli, microwave bag going while I'm cooking the meats and all the things, put it in the bowl, put it in the meal prep containers, mark it up, and I throw it in the fridge. So then when it comes time and we're busy, like maybe you guys go sit down and you whatever, and you don't want to divvy them out into meal prep containers. I like to do that because my son comes home at different time because of football than my girls do. My husband gets home at like whenever he gets home from work. So we don't necessarily sit down together at the table and eat at the same time because our schedules are so all over the place. So maybe you're going to go in and you're going to make one whole thing of spaghetti and you're going to keep it in one pot, like one, packaging together rather than divvying it out. I love divvying it out. Same thing for breakfast. How can I cook a whole bunch of bacon and sausage to where all it has to be is thrown into the microwave? Can I pre-cook scrambled eggs? Can I pre-cook, breakfast burritos? Anything like that for yourself. So now I am opening up I don't have to clean up. I don't have to prep any of the food. I don't have to clean up anything because we literally just take meal prep containers and throw them right into the dishwasher. It is amazing. And it has opened up so much freaking time during the week. We don't fight about things. Everybody just grabs what they want. It's meals that like I make all the time. So if Lennox wants, Italian sausage and Levi wants to have cheeseburgers or whatever, it's all there ready to go. It is so freaking simple. That changed my life. Okay? So I'm showing up for myself in advance for that. Sweeping my kitchen. I have a Roomba. I'm not going to tell you to go spend 100, 300, whatever dollars, but I have like, I think the one we have now is a Shark. But even just that, having one of those suckers for Christmas, for your birthday, maybe you want to just go get one today. I have a Roomba thing. It's on a schedule at 10 o'clock every single day. It goes out and it vacuums my whole entire house. And that is just one less thing that I have on my plate that I don't have to worry about. Scooping litter. I have a litter robot. Okay. Now, maybe these are things that you can't get. Maybe they're things that you can't afford right now. I'm just trying to like open up your mind to expand. How can you automate things in your life to where you're getting things done without you having to put your hands on it right there in that moment to take stress off your shoulders and open up time for you? It's called being efficient. So I've got a litter robot thing that does it for me and I only have to change it once a week. Feeding my animals. We have gravity feeders and we have a timed food dispenser. So it just feeds my cats for me. My dogs have a gravity feeder, so they just eat. I'm lucky my dogs don't like overeat, like whatever. I have a gravity feeder for water. So that's just stuff that I don't have to worry about, right? Bills, put them on freaking auto pay. So that way it's just one of those things that you don't have to remember. If you've got to make, lunches for your kids for the week. Oh my God. My husband's texting me. If you make school lunch for your kids, how can you, pre-package things with them in the week? So, anyways, this is the kind of stuff that I do. That's like my normal life stuff. Okay? That's like my normal life. Then for my business, how do I do things for myself, you guys? I schedule my freaking content. Because here's the deal, where people get wrong when it comes to content and stuff like that, 80% of your time you should spend talking to people because that is how you enroll. So if this is your whole day, my whole screen, 80% of your time should be spent talking to potentials, 20% should be making content. What we do is we do 80% trying to pop out some sort of content, and 20% talking to people. And we wonder why we're not growing in our business. One of the things that I want to tell you guys is that if you want to make a 4-figure paycheck or you want this business to pay you like a business, and we're busy and all these things. So we only get 24 hours in the day. So you have to find time, right? I want to spend time working my business and being with my family and like doing, taking care of the things that I want to. So this extra 20 minutes in the morning that I don't have to fight with my kids with what they're wearing, I get to just enjoy my morning with them. Maybe they're all dressed and doing their stuff. And so they're sitting at the kitchen table coloring. And then while they do that, I get to go really quick because now I've opened up time and I can go quick, do a load of dishes and whatever, switch out some stuff. So when they leave, that's something I don't have to do now. And I can just go get to work. Maybe I get my trial reels up while they're sitting there coloring from the power of 20 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying? Like what you can do. That's when you hear us say that you can build this business in the nooks and crannies of your day. You have to find these nooks and crannies. You have to work smarter, not harder. Okay. The dinner time thing, I will tell you right now, meal prepping your effing dinner will change everything for you. Everything. Because for me, the kids get home, they're home by 3:15. We're doing homework and they're having snacks. So I also have snacks like prepped and ready to go. So there's that. And then when they're ready to eat dinner, they go and grab what it is that they want. This is just how I do things. They go and grab what it is that they want that I have made for them. We're heating it up, they're eating it. It's nutritious, it's healthy. We're not going through fast food, all of these things. And then we just take the meal prep containers and we just throw it right into the dishwasher. I didn't have to cut, chop, fry, grease going everywhere, me trying to cook while I'm yelling at so and so to sit down and just get their homework done, to pick up their stuff, pick out your clothes do you see what I'm saying? None of that. The dinner thing, I swear to God, opens up like a whole entire hour and a half, 2 hours at night to where my kids can now go play. I'm not stressed out because we got to leave for football pretty soon. Do you see what I'm saying? So, what I want you to do is, I want you to make a list. And some of this stuff you might not be able to automate. I can't automate laundry. Maybe you have a laundry service by you where someone can come and pick up your clothes and wash your clothes for you and do that for you. That's amazing, okay? Maybe you have someone who comes and cleans your house once a week. That's incredible. I don't do that, okay? That's just me. Like everybody has their own thing. Tons of people have that. So write down all the things that you do every single day, start to finish, in the morning, at lunchtime, at night, okay? For your life and then also for your business. Well, I need to get stories up, I need to get posts up, I need to have conversations, and then ask yourself, what can I do to show up for myself in advance to take off stress and to give myself more available time? Because when you automate these things and you have these like systems in your life and you have stuff that's working for you or whatever it may be, now you have more time to do stuff. But the biggest part about this is that you need to be responsible with your time. And that's honestly where most people go wrong. I'm going to tell you something. If you opened up these little pockets of your day to where now you can come in and you can message more people, you can follow up with more people. Now you have time to write in your planner now, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Now you have time to work with your team. You could go pop up and do a quick power 20 minutes with your team because you had that extra time, but you have to do it. You have to use your time wisely. You're going to be busy. You are going to be having all sorts of stuff going on. But are you willing to like take away some of this like shooting the shit time, like texting people, calling people, watching shows, blah, blah, whatever it may be, so you can exchange that for building a business that's going to change your life? Okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions on any of these things. I love you all so much. I'm so proud of you, and we will talk to you guys later.